There's no bullying. I don't know what you're talking about. Katie, you're crazy. It was just friendship all the time, everywhere in the house. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of No Rose, All Thorn. My name is Amelia Wedemeyer, and today we're talking about, yes, that really boring Women Tell All episode. And I don't know about you, it was a little jarring to see so much of Chris. But that being said, they just announced that Emmanuel Acho is going to be the host of the After the Final Rose, which is really exciting. Rachel Lindsay, I know, recommended him for the gig, so I think that's really great that they're listening to her. And I'm really excited to watch him and to see what happens. But right now, we're talking about the Women Tell All, so let's just get into the takeaways from the episode. What I love about this show is that really nothing ever gets resolved on the Women Tell All episode. It's just like, let's rehash the drama because that's what people want. Interestingly enough, Katie, who kind of was the moral compass for this season, she got kind of taken to task by a couple of the other women, namely Mari and Chelsea. Their arguments were kind of like flimsy, and it was just like, are you just trying to get airtime? Chelsea was like, what are you talking about? There was no bullying going on. You brought it up. You're the one who created this toxic environment. There was no such thing as bullying. I don't think bullying was even a word before you invented it. Okay. And, you know, Serena C is like in the corner, you know, she wants her airtime too. I get it. She's just like, I'm just gonna use my fire analogy again to tell you that you're like the arsonist. I love my fire analogy and no one else does. They took Katie to task for being the person to bring up, you know, the situations, including, you know, the Sarah situation, the Brittany and Anna situation to Matt. What happened with Brittany and Anna, and we've discussed this before, so I won't even get into it, but I mean, that was at least bullying, and if not, it was harassment, really. And it's kind of shocking to me that they just wanted to deny that there was any toxicity in the house, knowing what Anna did to Brittany, and it's like, that's the definition of toxicity. Oh my God, what is going on? Also, I found it interesting that, like, just a year ago, when they were doing the Women Tell All for Peter's season, and they brought on Rachel Lindsay to talk about all of the harassment that she received just for no reason at all. And, you know, to go from there being like, this is not good, this is all very bad, only to use it as like the main point of drama for this entire Women Tell All episode was kind of weird to see. And it kind of was like, did we not learn anything? What's going on? I guess if we're gonna criticize anyone, maybe we should just look inwards and criticize ourselves, because we're still watching this show. We're still engaging with it online. So we're part of this too. I don't mean to be up here and be all sanctimonious because I'm part of it as well. And, you know, the crux of the show isn't actually about finding love. I know, shocking, right? It's really about drama and the drama that exists and can arise when multiple people are fighting over one person. And it's funny to me that we as viewers keep forgetting this. Like, the reason why we tune in isn't for the love story. It's for the drama. I mean, they make a point of it every season. Freaking Chris Harrison, I don't know how many times that man has said the most dramatic ever, but it's become a joke at this point, which isn't to say stop watching and blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to say that. But what's interesting is that, you know, when we watch this Women Tell All, I think sometimes we're looking for there to be like a giant bow to tie up the season, to absolve everything, to, you know, reckon with Victoria or whatever happened. And this really didn't do that. But the thing is, this episode was never meant to do that. And I think we all have to realize that. Okay, well, that was a little heavy, but we're just gonna bring it back. We're gonna talk about a little more fun stuff to end the episode on a lighter note. We need to talk about how, as I'm sure you've noticed if you've watched this season, they've cut out entire dates and have just left like cocktail parties. Now we know that Tayshia and JoJo hosted a date. I don't know when they did, but they never showed them host the date, which is kind of insane because Tayshia and JoJo, they're like Bachelor A-list. As MJ would say, they're varsity. So kind of weird. But anyway, they decided now was a great time to show a little bit of those dates. Sure, not only did they show those dates, we also learned the reason why they never showed them on national TV. Because they were fucking lame. They were really boring, stupid dates. The dates included hide and go seek in the woods behind Nemacolin. Another date included the women putting their hands into these boxes filled with bugs. trying to fish out what I guess is probably like a Neil Lame diamond. Gross. I hate bugs. I'm sure you're wondering why did you bring this up? Well, I'll tell you why. You know what? I will never complain about a regular season of The Bachelor ever again because these dates have been really bottom of the barrel. Like, we thought the dates on Tayshia/Claire's season were bad, but honestly, I would take 50 million random ghost hunter dates over any of the hide and go seek games that they played this season. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I cannot wait until we get the old Bachelor Mansion back, until, you know, we are able to go abroad, because the dates have really been struggling. Thanks so much for watching me recap the Women Tell All episode. I'm crossing my fingers that the fantasy suites next week will be much more exciting because this episode was a bit of a dud. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you are subscribed to The Ringer, and we will see you here next week.